What I'm thinking today to do in this 1 hour, basically, we'll go through the Mangala Sutta. It's this teaches about what we should be doing. So let's say my mind is very disturbed today. Let's say I had a fight. So uh, this more to Sham because he has some issues. I thought let me help him. Okay, and that relieves a lot of pain and changes the attitude towards life. So let's say I have a lot of arguments and a lot of sentiments, a lot of emotions, and my mind is disturbed. And I quickly want to change that. So Vipassana will not work, Goenka. Breath watching will not work. Walking meditation will not work. In fact, nothing is going to work of whatever traditions we are talking about. Now, how should I do it? I'm in pain. Let's say, even including death of somebody or divorce or whatever it is, whatever vicissitudes we get in life or the troubles we get in life, how do we then take care of it? This Mangala Sutta is all about that. Not that it's going to tell you what you can do, but it will tell you how to take it. Plus, it will teach about everything you need to know about Buddha Dhamma. It is more of a recitation. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to recite, just like I had done one with Karaniya Metta Sutta. So, this is another one, which is a Gatha basically. Even though it talks like a sutta, it's called Mangala Suttam, but it is not a sutta per se, it's more of a Gatha. So if you want, you can keep your camera. If you want to close your camera, you can do it. I have no problem, but I'm going to recite. And if you want to listen to it or meditate on that, it's fair. Okay. So I'll start with this Mahamangala Suttam. This is it is a part of the Parit in the Theravada tradition. They have this chanting. What they do is initially when they meet up, they chant. They just chant. So it makes somebody feel very calm. Okay. So Sham, what you can do is you can just close your eyes and relax. Okay. Whatever are the problems you're facing, let it run and you listen to this. Okay. So let Mangal means that something auspicious. So let auspiciousness happen to you or happen to everyone, whether they are here in body form or they are there not in body form, they are in any part of this samsara, may they all have this mangal. Let it be filled with auspicious. Okay, so Vipshan, we are starting with the Mangala Sutta, so can close your eyes and relax and listen. And after this, I'm going to translate and tell you the deeper meanings of it. So it will be a fun ride. Okay. एवं मे सुतम् एकं समयं भगवा सावत्तियं विहरति जेतवने अनाथपिण्डिकस्य आरामे अथ को अन्यतरा देवता अभिक्कन्ताय रत्तिया अभिक्कन्तवन्ना केवलकप्पं चेतवनम् ओभासेत्वा येन भगवा तेनुपसङ्कमि उपसङ्खमित्वा भगवन्तम् अभिवादित्वा एकमन्तम् अट्ठासि. एकमन्तं थिताखो सा देवता भगवन्तं गाथाय अजभासि बहुदेवा मनुष्या च मङ्गलानि अचिन्तयम् आखङ्कमानासोत्थानं ब्रूहि मङ्गलमुत्तमम् असेवना च बालानां पण्डितानां च सेवना पूजा च पूजनीयानम् एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् पटिरूपदेशवासो च पुब्बे च कतपुण्यता अत्तसम्मापनिधि च एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् बाहुसच्चञ्च सिप्पञ्च विनयो च सुशिक्षितो सुभाषिता च या वाचा एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् माता पितुपट्ठानं पुत्रदारस्य सङ्गहो अनाकुला च कम्मन्ता एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् दानं च धम्मचर्या च ज्ञातकानं च सङ्गहो अनवज्यानि कर्माणि एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् आरति विरति पापा मज्जपाना च संयमो अपमादो च धम्मेषु एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् कारवो च निवातो च सन्तुष्टि च कतन्युता कालेन धम्मश्रवणम् एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् खन्ति च सोवचस्सता समनानं च दर्शनम् कालेन धम्मसाकच्छा एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् तपो च ब्रह्मचर्यं च आर्यसत्यानदर्शनं निब्बानसच्चिकिर्या च एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् पुट्टस्य लोकदम्भेः चित्तं यस्य न कम्पति अशोकं विरजं क्षेमम् एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् एतादृशानि कत्वान् सब्बन्तमपराजिता सब्बत्तसोत्तिं गच्छन्ति तम् तेषां मङ्गलमुत्तमन्ति. Okay, that ends the recitation. So how was it?
Very nice. Thank you very much.
Okay, so this has to be recited 3 times.
Yes, sir.
Once by the body, I finished it. Now we'll do once by the speech and once by the mind. So I'm again going to repeat the same thing. एवं मे सुतम् एकं समयं भगवा सावत्यं विहरति जेतवने अनाथपिण्डिकस्य आरामे अथ कोऽन्यतरा देवताभिक्कन्ताय रत्तिया अभिक्कन्तवन्ना केवलकपं जेतवनं मोभास्यत्वा येन भगवा तेनुपसङ्कमी उपसङ्कमित्वा भगवन्तम् अभिवादित्वा एकमन्तं मठासि एकमन्तं थिठाको सा देवता भगवन्तं गाथाय जभासि बहुदेवा मनुष्या च मङ्गलानि अचिन्तयम् आखङ्कमानासोत्तानं ब्रूहि मङ्गलमुत्तमम् असेवना च बालानं पण्डितानं च सेवना पूजा च पूजनीयानम् एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् पटिरूपदेशवासो च पुब्बे च कतपुण्यता अत्तसम्मापनिधि च एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् बाहुसच्चञ्च सिप्पञ्च विनयो च सुसुखितो सुभासिता च या वाचा एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् मातापितुः पुत्तदारस्य सङ्गहो अनाकुला च कम्मन्ता एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् दानं च धम्मचर्या च ज्ञातकानं च सङ्गहो अनवज्यानि कम्मानि एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् आरतिविरतिपापा मज्जपाना च सङ्गहो संयमो अपमादो च धम्मेषु एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् गारवो च निवातो च सन्तुष्टि च कथं युता कालेन धम्मसवनम् एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् खन्ति च सोवचस्सता समनानं च दर्शनम् कालेन धम्मसाकच्छा एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् तपो च ब्रह्मचर्यं च आर्यसत्यानदर्शनम् निब्बानसच्चिकिर्या च एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् पुट्ठस्य लोकधम्मेहि चित्तं यस्य न कम्पति अशोकं विरजं क्षेमम् एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् एतादृशानि कृत्वा न सब्बन्तमपराजिता सब्बत्तसोत्तिं गच्छन्ति तम् Tesam Mangalamuttamanti. Now the final one we'll do through the mind. This will be slightly longer. If you're feeling sleepy, just reflect upon the sound. Evam me sutam ekam samayam bhagava savatyam viharati jetavane anathapindikasarame अतको अन्यतरा देवताभिकन्थाय रत्या अभिकन्तवर्णा केवलकप्पं जेतवनं भासित्वा येन भगवातेनुपसङ्खमि उपसङ्खमित्वा भगवन्तम् अभिवादित्वा एकमन्तम् अट्ठासि एकमन्तं तिठाकोसा देवता भगवन्तं गाथायाज्झभासि. Now in the Gatha way. Bahudeva manusacha mangalani achintayum akhankamana sotanam bruhi mangalamuttamam asevanacha balanam Panditanancha sevana puja cha pujaniyanam itam mangalamuttamam Patirupadesavasocha Ubbecha katapunyata Atta samma panidicha Itam mangalamuttamam Bahusaccanca sippanca Vinayocha susikkito Subhasita cha yavacha Itam mangalamuttamam Mata pitu pathanam Uttadarasa sangaho Anakulacha kammanta एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् दानं च धम्मचर्या च नातकानं च सङ्गहो अनवज्यानि कम्मानि एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् आरति विरति पापा मज्जपाना च संयमो अपमादो च धम्मेषु एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् गारवोच निवाचोस सन्तुष्टि च कथन्युता कालेन धम्मश्रवणम् एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् खन्ति च सोवचसता समनानं च दर्शनम् कालेन धम्मसाकच्छा एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् तपो च ब्रह्मचर्यं च आर्यसत्यानदर्शनम् निब्बानसच्चिकिर्या च एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् उत्थश्लोकधम्मेहि चित्तं यस्य न कम्पति अशोकं विरजं खेमम् एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमम् एतादृशानि कत्वान सब्बतमपराजिता सब्बतसत्तिं गच्छन्ति तम् ईशं मङ्गलमुत्तमन्ति Now we'll call all the beings to assemble and take the benefit of the Mangala Sutta. समन्ता चक्रवालेषु अत्र गच्छन्ति देवता परित्यागं सवनो कालो अयं भदन्ता परित्तसवनो कालो अयं भदन्ता परित्तसवनकालो अयं भदन्ता. If you are all ready, then we can go through the meanings of it. Peaceful? Okay, so this is a discussion between a deity which is very bright and it comes into Jetavana, which is in Savasti, and then it lights up the entire place. So it wants to know what is Mangal and what is Amangal, what is auspicious and what is inauspicious. So it puts a question to the Buddha. What, in your opinion, is something Mangal, is good or auspicious?
Um, it's a good Mangala is like a good.
Mangala is good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
The actual, there is very few English words, but as an Indian, you will understand what is Mangal.
It is. It's like Shubham, sir.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a Shubham.
So, yeah, Shubha. Shubha is again auspicious.
Okay.
Like I said, English has a very, what we can say, not many words to express. The Shubha has a different meaning and connotation, and Mangal has a different meaning and connotation. But if you want to put it in English, you have to just say auspicious. There is no other way to explain, or at least say. Yes, are you?
Question. In the sutta, it said the Deva addressed Buddha, but you explained as Buddha explained to the Deva. So I'm wondering
No.
what's the
Now he is
difference.
going to answer. The Deva, that deity, asks question, and Buddha answers. The whole thing is about answered by the Buddha, not by the deity.
Oh, but the translation says the Deva addressed the Buddha.
Yes, he addresses Buddha and asks question: what is auspicious and what is inauspicious?
Okay.
Like what Shreyas is putting there. The first line is by the Deva to the Buddha. And this is a particular style which is called as Gatha. Gatha is singing. So I was a singer. I don't know how well I have sung it. So Vipshan is a music composer. Maybe one day he can compose a music. He teaches, I think, violin and I think he can only say what he teaches.
No, I just teach guitar and piano.
Guitar and piano. Yes, I was not getting that. Yes, maybe you should compose one day.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can have a nice tune to this Gatha.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. So now let's come to the main. The Gatha, then in all the suttas, it is called utterances. Actually, it's singing. You sing so melodiously that your heart should stop. So when either Buddha says in a Gatha or somebody says in a Gatha, the remaining people used to feel like their heart has stopped. And their heart in the sense that their mind doesn't move anywhere, just gets into that. So now he asks this Bahudeva Manusacha Mangalani Achintayum Akhankamana Sottanam Bruhi Mangalam Uttama. So Bahudeva Manusa. Bahudeva means many gods, Manusa is human. So tell me something which can address many devas in the Kamaloka below to the human world. What is auspicious for them? Achintayum is chintana, means thinking. Achintayum.
Wilson, can you mute? Wilson, can you mute?
What's that? Okay.
Wilson, can you mute?
Okay, great. Okay, so the thing here is achintayum is chintana is to think. Achintayum is reflect upon, to probe upon. Akhankamana sottanam bruhi mangalam uttamam. Now, akhankamana is shaking up. Akhankamana is unshaking, unshakable. Sottha, the people who are looking at stability. Tell me what brings them stability. Bruhi mangalam uttam. Then he starts. Buddha starts. Until the end, it is only Buddha. This deity has asked the question, and the Deva has asked the question, and Buddha is answering. The first one is Asevana cha balanam panditanam cha sevana. Bala is childlike. One who is childish, don't involve with him. Meaning, one who is looking like an adult but act like a child, don't go with him. Panditanancha sevana, one who has really seen the truth, go with them. Meaning, if you find someone who is pretending to know something, he is a bala, like a child. Just show something and says, I know it. And then if you probe, he doesn't know. Then like a child, he starts arguing, complaining, or doing whatever. Drop him. Then question comes, whom should I do the puja? Puja can be a donation, can be offering food, or praying, or whatever you want, in whatever way you want to submit yourself to that person. If you are with a bala, then you will get nothing. He's a fool. He's not an astute. Astute is a pandita, one who has seen the Four Noble Truths. So you should be able to know whether the person whom you're following knows the Dhamma or not. If he knows puja cha pujaniyanam etam mangalam uttamam, so that will help you to get into auspicious, because that person is going to guide you next what to do. So at the end of this gatha, to test whether it works or not, if you have a painful situation in your mind, by the end of this, you will not remember anything. So before I start continuing on this, bring out the most painful moment you ever had right now. Okay, keep that. At the end of it, you will not remember. If you remember, that means I have failed in my attempt. Okay, so keep it. All of you. Keep something which you really had a painful. Shouldn't hate it. Bring out the most painful thing. Can be anything in your life. Bring it. And at the end of it, you're going to cry, so don't worry about it, but you will forget all about it. It's like taking a thorn, it pains, so you have to take a sharp object and keep on pressing it, it comes. But you have to take a sharp object only. You can't take a blunt object to remove something which has gone inside. Okay? So we'll remove it. So now you have to bring it, keep it. Then the next line onwards, you will see the whole thing transforming. The first thing is Patirupa Desa Vasocha Ubbecha Kata Punyata Atta Samma Panidicha Etam Mangalam Uttama. Pati Rupa. Pati is to bond. Rupa is can be a place, can be whatever. Whatever is form. Desa Vasocha. Desa is the country, place, city, town. Vasa is to say, stay. So, Pati Rupa Desa Vasocha Pubbecha Kata Punyata. Formerly, you have done some good deeds, so you are sitting in a room. So first, appreciate that you are sitting in a room. There are people outside the room who don't have anything to stay. So first, what you have to do? You have to thank yourself. Forget complaining. First, thank yourself. First, thank inside your mind that, wow, I'm sitting in a room and I'm in a city. Can be a dirty city, can be good looking city, can be worse city, but that is not affecting you because you're in a room. Atta samma panidicha etam mangalam uttam. Now you want to attain 10 samma. Samma ditti, samma sankappo, samma vacha, samma kammanto, samma ajivo, samma vayamo, samma sati, samma samadhi, samma jnana, samma vimukti. That's what you want. Atta samma panidicha etam mangalam uttamam. So now I want to follow the proper path. Now I have this room for myself. I'm ready for which will cure the pain I have in my heart. All kind of pain. Okay. Now what are these pains? Eating, sleeping, bathing, dressing up, brushing teeth, to defacing, urinating, all of that is pain. For everyone, not only for me, for everyone. If we don't have a room, then we are in trouble. In the same way, if we are in a hospital, we are in trouble. Because all those activities now have to be done on the bed. It's painful. It's good that due to punya, it's not happening. Okay. Then we come to the next one. Bahu satyancha sippancha vinayocha susukkito subhashita cha vacha etam mangalam uttama. Bahu satya. Satya is truth. Bahu satya is complete truth. So you first saw the dukkha. Then you understood what is the dukkha samudaya. What causes that dukkha? So when we are born, we have no idea where we are. Born itself is a dukkha. And when we die, we don't know where we are dying. That's another dukkha. And all that we call our experience is between this birth and death. Literally not worth it. Okay. Sippancha, the craft, the way of understanding the Four Noble Truths. Vinayo cha susikkito. Sikha is to learn. Susikkito. Su is good. So, to be learned in a good way. That is, when I get an Arya who can teach me the Four Noble Truths, that saves me from eventual death, which anyway I'm going to die, but it will not make me to be reborn in the same state of existence. Because I've created Vinaya. Vinaya is discipline and also rules and regulations. So I am leading a life filled with rules and regulations. That means I can come out of the dukkha. Now, to do that, what I should do? Number one, I've been born in a family. First thing. So I will have father and mother. Mata pitu upathanam puttadarasa sangaho anakula cha kammanta etam mangalam uttamam. Now I have to attend to my parents. So that's a deal. There's no point in blaming my parents because without them I wouldn't have been here. So they are going to be given me food, shelter, clothing, medicine. So I have a runa, meaning loan or debt. So I'm indebted to them. So I can't complain. Putta Dara. Putta is child. Dara is husband or wife. Sangaho. Taking care of them. Anakula cha kammanta. It is not anukula as per what I think it should be. It is anakula. That is, it will be challenging. So this kamma, taking care of the parents, taking care of elders, taking care of the family, taking care of all of that is a pain. But I need to manage it. And when I manage without complaining, that is etam mangalam uttam. Not that if they are ill-treating me, I should take it. But I should see that agitation in any form is going to bring me to the bad realm of existence. But better spread love. If they hate, I spread love. Then I am in this small room. If I want a big room, what I should do? Then I should do danancha dhamma charyancha jnatakanancha sangaho. Anavajjani kammani etam mangalamuttam. Dana is to donate. Dhammacharya is living by the Dhamma. What is Dhamma? Going by the teaching. What is the teaching? Teaching is yam kinchi dhammam sabbam tam nirodha dhammam iti. If something arises, it ceases to exist at that very moment. So nothing you can keep it as yourself. So knowing that, just lead a good life. And Nyatakanancha Sangaho. Nyata is relatives, which also includes friends. So have friendship with everyone, relatives, friends, and all of that. Don't hate anyone. Anavajjani kammani. Perform actions in such a way that it becomes not blameworthy. That is the best. Itam mangalam uttamam. Next line is Arati virati papa majjapanancha sanyamo appamado cha dhammesu etam mangalam uttamam. Arati. Arati is dissatisfaction. Virati is subsistence. Papa is sin. Majjapana is intoxication. Samyama. Yama is rules. Samyama is perfect rules. You will not do it. No matter how much anybody influences you, you are not going to have. Arati is dissatisfaction. Virati is to avoid it. Papa is doing sinful actions. Then Majjapana is intoxication. Samyama is abstaining. Appamada. Pamada is heedful, heedlessness. Appamada is heedful. That means not what we can say hasty or not careless. Better word to use is careless. Dhammesu. Dhamma is a thing, objects. Every object get destroyed, including this body. Pamada in having that I am going to live forever is a foolish thing. Bring in appamada. In that way, hatredness will not be there. Because everybody is going through the same thing. You will not find one person who is not going through that. When that happens, then you get garavocha nivatocha santutticha katam nyuta kalena dhamma savanam etam mangalam uttamam. Garava is gaurava in Sanskrit. It is respect. Nivata is very humble. Santutti, contented. Katanyuta is gratefulness, filled with gratitude. Kalena dhamma savanam, listening to the dhamma at the right time. So when my mind is full of pain, I will listen to Mangala Sutta. That's what I need to make up. Immediately your pain is gone. So let's see what happens after we finish this. You can share your experience. Khanti cha so vachasata samananancha dasanam kalena dhamma sakacha etam mangalam uttamam. Khanti is patience, forbearance. So vachasata, good speech. Samananancha dasanam is ascetics who are on the right path or proper path. You go and meet them. Kalena dhamma sakacha. The dhamma, the teaching, you discuss with them. Ask them questions. Then they'll give you the proper answers at the right moment. Kalena. That is etam mangalam uttam. Based upon their answers, then you do this tapocha brahmacharyancha arya satchana dasanam. Nibbana satchikiriyacha etam mangalam uttamam. Tapas is austerity. Brahmacharya is two ways. Brahmacharya. One is sexual abstinence is also brahmacharya, and being righteous without any small speck of dust is also brahmacharya. Arya Satchana Dasanam. That is, you go behind Arya Satcha, understanding the Paticca Samutpada in one side and the Four Noble Truths on the other side. Nibbana Satchi Kiriyacha. That means you get Nibbana by doing these two. Etam Mangalam Uttam. Once you get that, what will happen? Puttassa loka dhammehi chittam yasya na kampati asokam virajam khemam etam mangalam uttamam. The putta is unshakable on loka dhamma. Whatever you say, that person will not get pulled into the loka dhamma. Chittam yasya na kampati. His mind will not get wavered and go somewhere. Kampana is to vibrate, shake, unshakable. Putta, that kind of shaking happens when it is touched by the six senses. And that creates grief. Asokam virajam khemam etam mangalam uttamam. So he becomes asoka, griefless. Virajam. Viraja is something coming and hitting you like a dust particle, dustless. Hema, secure. Etam mangalam uttamam. Eta disanikatvan, having done as directed by me from the beginning. Sabbatham aparajita. They are undefeated in all directions. Sabbatta sottim gachantitam. They go everywhere in safety without getting bitten. Et tam te tam mangalam uttamam ti. For them, the highest auspicious thing. That means when the time the death comes, they go into a place where they don't come back. So they finish their prison sentence. They completed the journey. So now do you remember the pain?
Feeling better.
Okay. Feeling better, feeling good, feeling excellent, or okay. Which one?
Like the pain you told me to hold. After listening, explaining the sutta, that is, whatever the pain is not true, which I was holding.
Yes.
I'm just holding it, but the pain is not true. I have to let go. With this Mangala Sutta, I have to let go.
Yes. So now do you feel like you're letting go of it?
Yes, sir, I have to do some things, but because of holding the pain, I'm only looking my side, from my side, not from other side. But after listening to this sutta, I have to do some things. I mean, which then only I can let go the pain.
Okay. So you're finding slightly relief, but it has given you idea what you should do. Correct?
Yes, yes,
Good. So that means you got a solution.
yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Any other? Otherwise, we are done. Yes, Praise.
Getting this very cooling feeling, sir, from top of my head till the even till the feet. It's like a continuous cool down feeling, and I don't know. It feels like Buddha is really saying, "It's okay, chill, don't worry, I'm here. Just do whatever you have to do," and basically empowering.
Right. Correct one.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Okay, that's all is the Mangala Sutta. This you can recite whenever you are in pain, mental grief. When things doesn't work out for you in life, and you see that you have failed, or you feel that you're in trouble, or you feel you're being pinched, then do this. Then if you start meditation, whether breath meditation or whatever meditation, it would be so peaceful. You wouldn't even know that something like this exists. So these are some of the tools we have to use to remove the hindrance. Yes, Sham.
Sir, you said whatever the pressure I was taking, I mean, we're taking from family or relatives like friends. So, I mean, these are all let go after doing this Mangala Sutta.
Not only let going of it, it is like you do the action, but you don't have to worry.
I want to ask one thing because we take different kind of talks from family. I mean, which are I mean, like we have they expect from us to do these things. But how? Okay, after practicing Mangal Sutta, how we have to react, how we have to talk to them. I mean, reply to them.
Reply to them with whatever he's saying, Suvach, good speech, calm, composed. They might understand, they might not understand. Think that they are all children in their kindergarten with a big body. What will you do?
Yes, talking to them softly.
See, there are, let's say, 10 children. One is a child who is bullying type. Another child is a crying type. Another child is a shy type. Another child is hitting type. Another child is harsh type. Another child is loving type. Another child is fearful type. So let's say all of them come to you. Now what will you do? Your problem or my problem or anybody's problem is that we are first thinking they're adults. You change it. They are adult in a child body or adult in a child mind. Their mind is like child. That's the reason he says, Asevana cha balanam panditanam cha sevana. Puja cha pujaniyanam etam mangalamuttam. So first you have to go and look at whether you have side or you have gone in search of a childlike person. If yes, meaning who is guiding you shouldn't be a childlike, he should be like a pandita. Meaning you have to find an Arya person who can give you that peace. And once you get that peace, you can take care of these problems, the family. That's what it means. Not that you should not do anything. You do whatever has to be done, but you will not be in pain. The ultimate idea is to relieve yourself from the pain.
Yes,
You can't change them, but you can change yourself.
yes,
At least you should not discuss right, wrong, and ideal to with them, right?
Yes, you will come to know that it's of no use. So this Mangala Sutta, I thought it will be good for you because you're starting today. I thought we'll
yes.
start with that.
Definitely. I was also thinking to stop complaining because there are lots of disturbing thoughts. Even I don't like to discuss with my wife also. But it comes automatically. It comes,
Correct.
and this sutta definitely helps me. Really, thank you so much. Really, definitely helps and makes. When I was you are saying, no, I'm feeling some pleasantness. Okay, I think one more thing, practicing this sutta, I can concentrate well on what I'm doing.
Correct. And then you don't have to worry about your job or the role or the business, what you're doing. It's okay. Doesn't
Yes.
matter. Yes, Ashutosh, you wanted to speak.
Yes, sir. I want to ask you one more thing. As you said, like we have a a loan of our parents, and we have certain responsibility towards them. In that case, suppose I try to teach them, not teach them, try to tell them something that this is not good, or this is that we should not do this. So in that, in like situation, sometimes what happens, that situation becomes very difficult. We feel that they have like burden on us, that they have given us so much. So I also should do. I know I should also do something for them, but they are not able to understand my thinking. In that case, what should I do?
Like I was telling to Sham, you have to do the same thing. There are so many children in this world. Treat them like children.
So in my mind, I have this perception because they have done so much for me. So I also should like this kind
No,
of
you do
thinking
that. No,
arises.
you do that. But then don't compare that they have done so much, so you should do same thing, and they should recognize you that you're doing so much. They might not require, or they might require. You can't help it.
They might not appreciate.
Yes, they might not appreciate, they might not be considerate, they might abuse you also. It's okay. See, we are in a train journey, and the train is going towards death for all, not for somebody, for all in the train. As and when their station comes, they are going to be thrown out of the train. Who comes and throws them out, we don't know. Whose turn it is also, we don't know. And we all have tickets, the destination is not known. Who bought it, who got this ticket also, we don't know. Is there an engine? Yes. Where is it going? We don't know. All that we know is, if you're sitting in the train, journey of life, you will be out of the train one day or the other, into another train, which will take you to another destination. So it doesn't matter whether you teach them, you don't teach them, you help them, doesn't help them, whatever it is. You have to stay with them. Because they are your co-passengers. What will you do? But you can have Mangal. That you can. In that seat, you can enjoy. And try your best to make them comfortable. If they don't find comfort, leave it. What you can do. Have compassion, have loving kindness. That's all you can have. Because they're all children. As the body gets aged and aged and aged and aged, the child remains. The naughty thing, the anger, the jealousy, pride, etc., remains. What do we do?
That's the point. That's actually the point, that Karuna, Metta, along with Upekkha, is difficult to understand.
Correct. So when I see everyone as a child, lone child, fighting the world, you eventually get tears in the eyes. Because you are fighting, child is also fighting. It doesn't know the destination. Neither I know the destination. So by becoming Sotapanna and Sakadagami, Anagami, Arhat, we have seen the destination and we have ended the journey. That's all you can do. Meaning voluntarily you can come out of the train. Otherwise by force it will throw you out. Now I don't want to be thrown out of the train. I need to know where I am going. The gati. The habit patterns I have created is going to take me there. So if I made Buddha Dhamma Sangha as my habit, it takes me to Nibbana. So if I can gift someone, I will gift him Buddha Dhamma Sangha. If he says, I don't want, okay, correct. I don't have to do anything. Ashutosh, did you get the answer?
Yes, sir. Understood.
So help them
But
as
sir,
much as possible if they can't leave it.
but sometimes it is very difficult because 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 they are very, like, they are our parents and we love them so much. So we want them to be happy all the time. So sometimes
Absolutely. You want all children to be happy. That's the reason in Karani Metta Sutta he says, Mata yata niyam puttam ayusam eka puttan anurakhi evampi sabba bhutesu manasambhavaye aparimanam. First, we all have to see that our children playing a parent role. You're also doing the same thing. You're also a child playing a parent role or an employee role or a businessman role, husband role, wife role, this role. But neither one is true there. And in a role, they can do wrong things. What can be done?
suppose if we have this kind of suppose if we have this kind of perception that they are not able to figure out their problem, like they don't have the solution to their problems. So I have the compassion that I should help them, that because they don't have the right kind of a teacher. So in that case,
Like I said, some people would love to be prisoners. Continue as prisoners. Will you take them out of the jail? Or can you take out of the jail?
like what Buddha said, "Attahi attano nato." So like we
Correct.
should keep that in our mind.
No, if you have a jailer and he comes to you and he says that, Ashutosh, are you Ashutosh? Says yes. From today onwards, you don't have to be in the jail. You can go out. But Ashutosh will say, what about him? What about her? What about her? Their sentence is not completed. Then I will also stay here. He says, your choice, but we can't keep you. No, I'll either go with them or I'll stay here. And that jailer will say, my dear friend, I don't have an authority to keep you. Either you get out or I'll throw you out. You go out. Once you go out, you can't come back again. Because unless their sentence is completed, they will not be released. So now you have to have compassion. Because they are in jail. You have found ways of relieving yourself from this jail by showing that you are a very good person, you are a very noble person, you have changed your way of functioning. So the jailer one day saw and felt, oh, Vilas has completely changed. He's no longer the criminal I was seeing. So let me put a petition against his release. Yes, Ashutosh.
Sir, my job is to only think about myself. That first I should get the benefit of the. I should be I should attend
I'll tell you another
route of-
example. I'll tell you another example. Let us say you are at 37,000 feet in a flight. And the air hostess gives a saying that we are having a turbulence. We're from 37,000 feet, you will be coming down to 21,000 feet, a dip of 16,000 feet, and because of that, the cabin air will have a problem. So the oxygen mask is going to come down. Now, when the oxygen mask comes, you first have to put oxygen to your nose rather than putting to somebody's nose.
Right, sir. Right. No, I haven't. You put it in a very right manner. Our
Once-
job is to do it for ourselves first.
First, you have to get out of the jail to show to somebody how to get out of the jail.
Correct.
Yes, Sachin. Not Sachin, sorry, Aryu, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just one thing I learned is that if you want to help someone get peace, we have to come from a place of peace. If we come from a place of anxiety, then it's anxiety versus anxiety and doesn't lead anywhere to peace.
Yes.
Correct. Right.
Vipshan, you had also raised your hand. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but actually, I wanted to ask you about, because like my father is the one who actually introduced me to excuse me, like the Dhamma, and he used to do meditation too. But now, like, he's become really skeptical about it, and I cannot convince him to go back to it, because he had some bad experiences while doing meditation, because I think he did some wrong practice. Yeah, I don't know how to kind of like convince him to go back.
No, nobody can convince anyone. If the child has decided, I will play in the sand, no matter how much you say, don't put the sand on your head, you will have problem. The child will say, I want to put it. Let it put it. After a while, it starts scratching its hairs. Then it cries. Then the mother or the father gives it a shower, and there it again it cries. After the shower, it smiles. In the same way, you just give him some pointers. Don't take too much to your heart, because first you should be calm. Somebody will follow you only when you are in good state. If you are as agitated as that person, he will see no difference in you and him. First, he has to find you very peaceful, and he will ask, Vipshan, how come you look so different? And then he will take the sugar. See the difference between salt and sugar. They both look the same. What do we do? If you powder sugar on one bottle and you have salt in another bottle, unless they put in the mouth, can they say which is salt and which is sugar? So if you are peaceful, you can, without touching the bottle, you can say, hey dad, this is sugar. Is it? I'm skeptical. Try it. The bottle. Yeah, you're right. How do you come to know? That creates interest for you. Before we do something, if we preach someone, preach a sermon to that person, because that person doesn't believe that you have done something, it will not work. So we have to have that patience, deal with it. Yes, Sham.
Sir, one thing I want to ask you. In Mahamangalta, you told if they show you hate, show them love. I am asking this because one of my cousin used to complain on me, saying, I mean, words using words, bad words on me. And whenever I think about him, automatically anger rises. Automatically, but he's I mean related to my mother. My mother likes him, but whenever I remember his name, I used to get anger, and I mean, I used to feel so much sad. Simply complains, simply says wrong words. Yeah, so many people have problem with him. But you said when they show hate, show them love. How
Yeah, that is a very deep thing. So might not really help, right? Will require more than hours together of discussion of how to show love. It cannot be explained in just 5 minutes because hate cannot be appeased by hate. I'll tell you what, this I can tell you. Somebody has blasted a cylinder, it's on fire, and he is burning. If you hold him, what will happen?
automatically say,
Automatically, you will also feel the
yeah, I
burn.
will also burn.
That's
Yes.
exactly what you are doing. If you remember your cousin, it brings anger
Yes.
because he has married a cylinder. What a smart person will do is he'll bring a fire extinguisher, not fire extinguisher. First, he will put on clothing so he doesn't get burnt. He'll put gloves. So he's abusing, let him abuse. No, what is your problem? He will say 20 bad words. Do you want to say 40 bad words now?
I don't like to say, but
No, you're
it
not
is.
saying, but you're saying in your mind.
Yeah, I was getting feeling
Exactly.
anger.
So he is throwing fire at you. You are taking the fire and putting it on body. It will you burn. And again, he throws fire at you. Again, you burn. So first, you have to take an extinguisher and extinguish the fire within you. Okay. Then you can see the other person burning. Then you get love. Not that you will go and kiss him. No. Okay, so don't do that. He's burning. What you can do is you can have a compassion on him. Sad. See, somebody does an self-immolation, right? Puts petrol, takes a matchbox. You say, please don't do it. I don't do it. Okay, do it. Let him know what is your problem. Why you are putting petrol and taking and again putting on your head.
Yeah, I was also actually going through that kind of situation. But when I don't know how to internally create compassion, create metta, sama, khanti. So what I was doing is, since I was not clear how I can create metta, how I can create karuna, I used to just say the word sama karuna metta, sama karuna metta. That's all. I don't know how to forgive. I don't know how to love. I don't know how to compensate. But I was just chanting that three words, sama karuna metta, as a chanting. And slowly, I was able to get those idea how I can forgive, how I can compensate.
Yeah. So, yes, hear you.
Yeah, I'm just thinking in a situation where you hate someone, and then usually our attention goes to the other person, right? They are burning and they're making us on fire. But I think compassion starts when you see yourself is on fire, and then you start, really forgiving yourself and loving yourself to having this pain. And once that starts, you can start to go from there. And then once you put out the
Not
fire,
like that. No, it's not like that. First, you will first put your, what is that, fire extinguishing equipment on your body, which is forgiveness. You forgive yourself for that situation, not forgive him. That is next. First, you have to
yeah,
wear
that's
that
what I'm
dress.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
yeah, got
forgive
it,
yourself.
got it. So what I'm saying is, but there was slight difference. So since he's in trouble, so he has to understand what you're trying to say. First, wear, because you're going inside a burning house. The fire doesn't distinguish between you and that person. Fire job is to burn. If you get anger, if he gets angry, both are burning only. Maybe he's burning more than you, but you're burning. So first you have to put on that dress with a mask, glass mask, that you don't. Yes,
Sir, as you said, like when I recognize anger in my body, so I have to forgive myself because, yeah, I have to
first
say
you have to
myself,
drink. First you have to drink some water.
okay,
Second, you have to watch the breath. Second, third, you have to forgive. Don't hit yourself. How I got angry. I'm telling you, you shouldn't get angry, which you are again getting angry.
yes,
It's not like that. First, you have to accept. Yeah, I was angry. The fire has started, right? So you can't put furthermore fuel and assume that it will not stop burning. No, you have to put water. How do you put water? First, drink water. No? First, I drink water. Once I drink water, cool. Then still burning is there. How he could? Then forgive. Forgive in the sense how? What is forgiveness? Forgiveness is to give up. I have done it. It's okay. Not justification. What I did was right. No, that is not what I'm talking about. Yes, I did. I shouted at that. Okay. I'll give you an instance which I and Aryu have been. We have very strong arguments. Okay. It's been 4 years, but it's a Dhamma argument, but still arguments. And he gets on the nerves. If you want something, he will start drilling and drilling and drilling and drilling until unless you say that, okay, leave it, man, what's your problem? So what happened is that he had couriered books from US. Okay. Now this courier, an American company, gave it to DTDC Courier. They generally do a good job, but this time around they did not deliver. But they said that it is delivered. Where did it deliver? And it's showing it delivered. Now I try to call the call center, it was not going. But however, my mother-in-law had given her shop on rent to DTDC Courier. So I spoke to that manager saying that, look, your DTDC fellow has not delivered, but he has closed it at delivered. How? He said it shouldn't happen. But I had written one mail which I had copied Aryu. Aryu felt I have become very angry. But I was not angry. But he felt I am having angry. Okay, so let's take this as a case. Now, when I'm talking to Aryu, I will say, Aryu, I was not angry. He says, Vilas, you were angry. Aryu, I'm telling you, I was not angry, which clearly shows I'm angry. You got the point?
yes,
He is putting fire. It's up to me to take it or not. So during the time of the Buddha, there is one Brahmin who comes and shouts at Buddha, and Buddha just watches.
Bhardwaj, right?
Bharadwaja just watches. Then he gets even more angry. There is no reaction. And Buddha says, my dear friend, can I ask you one question? Yes, yes. So that fellow thinks that at last I shook him. Do lot of friends come to your home? Yes. Do they bring gifts whenever they come to your home? I get many gifts. Sometimes some gifts you don't like it. Yes. Will you not tell that person, take away this gift? I have told a lot of things. Way, my dear friend, I have not accepted your gift. You are simply coming and shouting, which is a gift. You take the gift along with you and go. He is that Brahmin youth, or that old man, is a very accomplished person. Only with this much of talk by the Buddha, he is completely shaken. And he becomes an arhat. Just this much. One thing we need to remember is we are seeing situation because they are supposed to be presented that way. Now to put fire or not, it's up to us. Meaning somebody is burning, you are not burning. Allow him to get burned. No, what is your problem in life? Now you want to douse his fire, it's not going to happen. You want to have your fire and put it on him, that also will not happen. Give him some water, he say, I don't take water from you. Okay, don't take. Give him an extinguisher, he said, no. Okay, give it. No, what is your problem? But if you marry him, it's going to be burning. Fire doesn't distinguish between you and the other person. Fire job is to burn. When angry, you are going to burn. When you are jealous, you are going to burn. When you are distressed, you are going to burn. When you are agitated, you are going to burn. Going to burn. Don't want to burn, give up that. Cool. Simple. Everyone has family problems. There's not even one individual you will find who doesn't have a family problem, who doesn't have an in-laws problem, who doesn't have a wife problem, who doesn't have a children problem, who doesn't have job problem, who doesn't have business problem. Being born itself is a problem. Where will you run away? You tell me. Yes, Arif.
Yeah, I found the family and these close association are where we have the most debt to people in the past. So a lot of the times we keep paying the debt either by ways of serving them and they don't appreciate or they abuse, and sometimes we blame the situation, but we just have to see it as that, and it's a training tool if you see it in the right way.
I will tell you another example. So when I was in my 5th grade, my mother and father used to unnecessarily give me punishments. One day, for what reason I told, I don't know. I said, I am not in your debt. What made me tell that, I don't know. But when my father died, I was not there. When my mother died also, I was not there. I didn't have to take care of them. What I told as a 10-year-old turned true after 30 years. And I really didn't have any debt. Good. As a child, I should think why my parents are not loving. Like any other child. Then I realized, aha, what a great parents they are. When you don't have a debt, they don't have to love you. If you have a debt, then they have to do everything to you. How grateful I can be with my parents. Yes, Arif.
But what if I think I'm not in debt to my son, but in reality I'm still in debt, so he still keep bugging me.
He will keep bugging you. That you can't help it. But what I'm trying to say is that look it from a front of after 20 years, what's going to happen to you, Arif? You will be alone. 15 years from today, not even 20. Why 15? 13 years from today. He's 6-year-old. It squares off. So all the debt you have is for 13 more years. He bugs you after 5 years, he will not bug you. He'll be 11-year-old. Leave it. So your pain is for how many years? 7 years? Nothing, I'm telling you. Out of this huge samsara, 7 years is what? Not even a pinch of salt.
Yeah, I mean, he helped me tremendously for growth too. So in that sense,
Fine. In that sense, yes. But what I'm saying is, even if he's ill-treating you or horribly doing whatever to you, 7 years? 7 years in jail? Nothing. There are people who go to jail for 100 years. In that 7 years is what? Trivial. 100 years of jail were to be compensated in 7 years. Shouldn't you take a 7-year jail? That's it. And after that, it's full relief. He's on his own, you're on your own. Unless you get remarried, then you're taking the fire and again putting in the head. If you're not doing it, done. That person takes money and goes, this person takes money and goes, you take your money and go. An empty village. Yes, Vipshan.
Yeah, like I was listening to Goenkaji's once talk, and he said that the only way that you can repay your parents are if you teach them Dhamma. And even like Buddha, after he got enlightened, he went to heaven to teach his mom. Like, is that the only way you can pay off your debts, or?
Correct. After you have filled your nose with oxygen and you know it works, then you put to another person. When you yourself doesn't have oxygen, you can't put to another person. So first you have to complete the journey. See, your journey you have to finish.
If you can do that, it is great, but it is not compulsory.
That is correct. So here it is. Here is the clue to it. You want to guide someone. You should be stronger than that person. What's the point? If you are equal, he will not listen. If you are below him, anyway, he will not listen. Because you should know how you can make him understand, for which you should be higher than him. Many times we do this mistake, is that we will either be at a below level or same level and we'll try to preach that person. Yes, sir.
I think one sign of being stronger than them is that you're not going after them to say, listen to this, do this, and do that, and they'll say, hey, why are you going after me? I think being strong, they should go after you in some way.
So the thing is, in anybody's life, once you are peaceful, people will attract to you. Once you are agitated, everybody goes away from you. That's a very simple trick. See how many people love you. If they are getting attracted to you, that means you have something. If they're getting repelled by you, that means you are losing. No matter I'm talking Dhamma itself, I say, hey, please come, I'll explain. I know this. What stupid is talking? He doesn't have any better word because you are not able to resonate or give him something which pierces him. It will not work. I might have read a lot, that's separate. But I myself have not experienced. So how will I ever then tell him, you don't have oxygen? He says, I have 20-liter can. What are you talking? What will you answer to that? First and foremost, you have to show him that his cylinder is empty. Secondly, you have to show him there is no oxygen. Third one, you have to show him you are going to die. Fourth one, you have to tell him where is he going to go. Fifth one is that you have to study his mind. Sixth one, you should know where is he at present. Seventh one, you have to shake him up. Eighth one, you have to give him the oxygen. Ninth one, you have to do that just thing and all that and give him your mouth and this and that. Then he says, how did it happen? It happens. If I myself is in that state of what to do? I need one ambulance, he requires another ambulance. What do we do? Correct. So I used to tell Aryu and also some people here that how you can know whether you have reached something, you study the eyes and the voice. If you have really accomplished somewhere, your eyes and voice will speak it. That's it. Your face, in that eyes and the voice which is coming out. That's it. It will tell you how much have you accomplished on Dhamma. Okay, so let's first finish our journey, then we will help everyone. We'll help our parents, elders, this, that, neighbor. Because now we have a lot of oxygen, we can gift it. Okay, take it, you take it, you take it. When I myself don't have oxygen cylinder, where will I go and give? It becomes like COVID situation. Yes, Sham, go ahead.
Sir, I mean, practicing Mahamangal Sutta, like you said, the inner child who is in our head must be changed to Pandit. Like our thought patterns will be changed, and I mean, whatever the hatred is carrying in the head will be changed, and better thoughts will come. Like seeing in a different perspective of our parents, of or people who are hating us. Is it right, sir?
Yes, it's right. See, now
So,
just an example. Take politics, take sides. You see how anger comes. Just take one side. You take cricket. Take one side. Anger will come. Take football. Take one side. Anger will come. Like that. Take one side. Finished. Don't take the other side also. Don't take side. Nibbana. Instant. Don't take side. Somebody will come and say, this is what is happening, is not okay. Some sound is coming and going. Closing. I got a warning bell. Yes,
I think the overall principle I've learned is that if I'm struggling, I cannot see other people struggle.
exactly. So you should stop struggling. You should
If
stop
I
struggling.
struggle, I can see everyone struggle, and then I can. If you
Yes,
help.
except you, if everybody is struggling, you can see. That's what he says to um, who's that? Angulimala. Angulimala says, "Why don't you stop?" And Buddha says, "I've stopped long time ago. You are the one who is running. Unless we stop, no point in asking somebody to stop. You stop. You end the journey. Then you can see the train moving. What do I do now? How to save people in the train? If I am also in the train, they are also in the train, I'm giving a sermon. Oh, you know what? How to do this, how to do that, and that's not going to work. Yes, yes, Ipshan, I will close it before my second will come.
Like Devdutt tried to kind of create, do some
Yes.
harm. So if some physical harm comes to us, how do we overcome it? Like we're not like Buddhists, like with a lot of
No, that's
merits
what I'm
and
saying. You see, the thing is, we have to grow. There are some very critical situations, so you have to protect yourself to begin with. Okay? How you can do it? You can even shout at the person without really getting agitated. Can you do that? You should be laughing inside, but very hot outside. What I had done, I'll again conclude what Harry was thinking. I'm very pained to know. So my friend took that. How can you be in pain? Of all the people, obviously the courier has not come. I'm in pain. No, 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 no. You are an anagami. You can't have a pain. So what? I am in pain. No, no, you can't be in pain. I said, in writing, I am in pain. Internally, I have got nothing to do with it. If I don't write that, they will not respond. If I want them to respond, I have to be very hot with them. Can you do that? If you can do that, because some people cannot understand soft words till you become an arhat, then you know how to deal with it also. But when we are in a training program, you see, mistakes happen. And when the mistake happens, you have to correct the mistake. What to do? Correct. That's going to be there. So in one sutta, Buddha says, leading a family life is like skinning yourself. It's so true. Keep on peeling the skin like this, all the time. Who asked you to have a family life? Did anybody ask you? No, you wanted it. Somebody will keep on pulling like this, and please, no, like that. How they pull you out is through money. That's all. If you have money, they are going to come to you. If you don't have money, nobody comes to you. Simple. So what Buddha did is he gave all his property. Take it, go. Can you do that? Then they will come. Either of the one we have to do. We have to know how to deal with it, or give up everything. Take it. Not mine. Sure. Crazy guy, he's giving me 40 million. Wow. See, one wild animal comes. You have caught one nice looking beast which you want to eat as a feast. Just take it and give it to it. And goes away. What's your problem? Now, if you want to prove that I want the lion's share, and then you have a problem. That's a pain. Either you give up or you be ready to fight. You don't want to fight and you come to Buddha Dhamma. And then you don't want to leave everything and go. Then what to do? Suffering is inevitable. In Buddha Dhamma, you will not get relief in terms of superficial. You get a complete relief. Out and out. If you follow. Follow in between, then some bandage here, some bandage there, some here. The pain is gone. Oh shit, I am getting pain here. So that every day that is going to be there. Okay, before I get another warning, let me end today. The Mangal, otherwise my Mangala is going to happen. Because this room is shared by my family members, so they would like to sleep. I can be talking for hours together. Okay, good night everyone, and we'll meet with another. Tomorrow morning we are meeting at 8:30 Sham, and we'll be doing something. You can just join. The same link, 8:30 in the morning, if you can. Otherwise, in the night, 8:30 we are going to be meeting.
Okay.
Okay, good night and good day to
Good
you,
night, sir.
Eric. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.